Hi kids, it's Mr. Noah. Today I'm going to be telling you about fireworks in a jar. Not the real fireworks, but this is something that looks like fireworks. For this, you're going to have your mom or your dad or your parent at home to give you a hand with doing this project. Here's what you're going to need. An empty jar or a glass, right here, something that looks like that. Drops of food coloring. This is kind of what food coloring looks like. Warm water. 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Right there. And a spoon. Now, we didn't send any of this material home to you. So this is things you'll have to find around the house. Step 1. Fill the jar or glass 3/4 full with warm water. Step 2. In a separate bowl, add 3 or 4 tablespoons of oil. Step 3. Add 3 to 5 drops of food coloring for each color that you are using. So if you're using red, put in 3 drops of red. And if you want to use blue too, put in 3 to 5 drops of blue. And if you want to use other colors, put in 3 to 5 drops. Step 4. Use a spoon to mix the oil and the food coloring until small beads of color form. Here's a good picture of what that's going to look like. Step 5. Pour the small bowl with a little bit of oil and the food coloring into the jar or a glass of warm water. Step 6. Watch what happens. After a moment or two, the oil will settle to the bottom, will settle at the top, but the food coloring will begin to shoot down and mix in the water, creating what looks like fireworks. This question says, why does this happen? The science behind the experiment. That's going to be the answer. The oil is less dense, that means less heavy, than the water, causing it to float on top of the water. So since oil isn't as heavy as water, it can sit on top. The food coloring is more dense than the oil, so it falls through and mixes into the water. Isn't that neat? All right, that's the end. I hope the experiment goes really well. Remember, ask your parent for help.